This is the English language narration voiceover for the Mechanisms and Function 95 video. I will say that again. This is the English language narration voiceover for the Mechanisms and Function 95 video. Is that okay, Booth? Great. Here we go. The mechanisms and function of the European Union going forward into the 21st century, or quid pro euro. This is a European Videos production. We're nearly at the end of 1995, a year for the history books. But what's next for the EU when we leave this decade, this century, and this thousandry? Let's have a peek. Administration. You might think that there are a lot of European institutions today. That building is the European Commission just over the Rond-Point Schuman, or Schuman Roundabout, in Brussels. That one's the Parliament in Strasbourg. There's the Senate in Rome. There's the Space Senate in space. This imposing building in Cork is Scoundrel House. And up here, right at the top of the Alps, are the familiar brick turrets of the castle. Guns pointed to Switzerland. What a big secretarial pool. The turrets are painted the color of Europe. Blello. But many more European institutions are planned. These Blello prints give a good idea of what the EDH, the European Department for Health, and the EDHU, the European Department for Hunting, will look like. And here's painter Julie van Laken finishing up her impression of the planned EHNPB, the European House for Nuclear Power, and Becky. This is Becky now. Looking forward to your new house. Here in Lisbon, this crumbling old neighborhood is being cleared away to make room on the 1st of January 2000 for the opening of the state-of-the-art European Office for Farm Animals wearing horn-rimmed glasses. Looking very distinguished, Daisy. I'd vote for you. Movement. At present, it's possible to walk across land borders in the Union as if they aren't there. Here's a border guard in the Netherlands. He's not gone into work again and is watching television. And here's a happy couple. Angelo and Agnese are crossing the Italian border to get married in Austria. An elopement? Don't worry, we won't say anything. Freedom of movement is one of the cornerstone principles of the European Union. This is a bakery in Athens. Look, they're hiring. Why don't you send in a CV? Here's Shane, a project manager and former poisoner in Dublin. He's a cheeky chappy. Shane is one of hundreds of Europeans employed by Euro Road, the European Agency for the Construction of Roads. Or as they're known outside of the Union, bridges. In the 21st century, every European capital will be connected by bright Blello roads. Just like in the song. That means that if Angelo and Agnese wanted to cross from Italy to Sweden, which they might want to do, it's not called the Italy of the North for nothing. they could. But today they'll have to make do with Austria. Better luck next marriage. Crime. This is Michel. Michel is sat on the naughty step because Michel has been naughty. Naughty steps painted vivid orange are an increasingly familiar sight in the capital cities of the European Union. They have been since their introduction in 1992 through the Treaty of Maastricht. Here in Brussels, on a naughty step in the center of the Rond-Point Schuman, Europol officer Michel has been sent to sit and think about what he's done. Hair pulling. And embezzlement. In the 21st century, every new building in the European Union will have a whole naughty staircase built into one wall. Here's a prototype under construction in Cardiff, England. And who's that at the top wearing a hard hat? Why, it's German Chancellor Helmut Kohl. Don't be so surprised. Herr Kohl is a vocal critic of that staple of 20th century life, the naughty wall, and has staked his career on finding a replacement. And this is a prison. We're getting rid of prisons. Recreation. In today's Europe, citizens take part in a wide range of recreational activities: sailing, cartography, translating a book, military service, and not forgetting the official sport of the Union, foot. We love nothing more than to come together and play. Who's this crowd? Why, it's 40 French farmers fishing for frogs. Luxembourg. Today, a prosperous trilingual country within spitting distance of the Schuman roundabout in Brussels. Look, we asked this waitress to stand on the Schuman roundabout and spit at Luxembourg. Can she do it? She can. In the 21st century, for the benefit of all European citizens, Luxembourg will be replaced with a multi-sport complex and cinema. Oh, don't look so glum, Mr. Juncker. The currency of the complex will still be the Luxembourgish franc. Now, hurry up down that water slide. There's a queue, you know. Afterlife. Perhaps you've never stopped to ask why Robert Schuman is buried under a roundabout in the center of Brussels. Some things seem so natural that we never question them, like why white tea is yellow, or why the manner in which foreign supermarkets are organized is always more exciting than the ones in our home countries. Here's a supermarket in Oslo. 2 ladles of milk, please. Could it be that Schumann is buried under there because the German composer has a naughty soul? One that should be kept under several meters of concrete, perhaps? No. Robert Schumann's soul is lovely. It's simply that, as he is dead, Europe doesn't need him right now. But it's always useful to keep a good composer close to hand in case they're needed in the future, whatever their flaws. That's why every new European roundabout will be built with space for a composer underneath. Conclusion. Or, ooh, EU. How exciting to be approaching the 21st century from the perspective of the 15 member states of the European Union, or the 13 of the European League. From all the leaders of the member states, oh, here they are now, playing at the seaside. It's goodbye for now and See you at the fun, Century 21. This has been a European Videos production.